Good morning, humans, to Ben Thinking with el Professor Ben Pardo Garcia. Today we're going to be talking about values, which is the underlying reason why we behave the way we behave. We're going to be doing a simple exercise that is very interesting to start giving perspective on our own values, on our own attitudes. First of all, remember to bring, a small notebook or a pen, because I want you to be handwriting these things. Remember that when we handwriting, there are several things happening. First of all, is our brain is activated much more. Whatever we are writing, it's creating much more impact. So it's easier for us to learn. Also, when we are working on the fine motor skills, they are on the finger. When you are working on the computer with 2 fingers or 10 fingers, you are just pressing a button. You are not working on this kind of. Also, when you are actually doing the actual writing, that word has to be created as an image in your brain, and that is also helping you remember and be more meaningful, these things. So that's why it's important to handwrite. It's important to handwrite. Of course, I don't want you to be handwriting, lessons and a lot of work, but these things, these small exercises that we're doing about personal growth, it's important to give them. Like in a small diary, it's important to give them with you handwriting. So this is the exercise. There's going to be 4 characters in this exercise: the king, the princess, his daughter, the prince of a neighbor kingdom, and then finally a bull, right? So the prince of the neighbor kingdom is in love with the princess, but the princess is not in love with him back, okay? But the king finds out that the prince is interested in his daughter. So then, back in the time, in the Middle Age, they were arranging this kind of marriages in order to get more powerful countries, more powerful kingdoms, and all of this. So this year, he arranged the wedding, and then as the wedding was coming closer and closer, the princess bride, stressed, the princess, decides to escape, okay? And she escapes in the middle of the night, and while she is crossing a forest, a bull attacks her and kills her. So this is the exercise. There's 4 characters: the king, the princess, the prince, and the bull. You need to rank them, all of them, you need to rank them from the most responsible to the least responsible of the death of the princess. And of course, as always, why? Why do you think the way you think? Why do you think that this is the most responsible? All right? This is going to be an interesting exercise. I recommend to share it with your friends, with your family, and then listen without judgment. Listen carefully, with an open mind. So you will be here that people will not agree with you. People will have a different point of view, different perspective. The situation, the circumstances are the same. It's these 4 characters with same story, but each one of our values are going to create a different outcome. Okay? So this is going to be the first point to start questioning and reflecting our own beliefs, our own values, our own habits, to put in a perspective how we see the same situation from different angles, and reality changes. I will give my personal point of view. There is no right or wrong, by the way, not right or wrong answer. This is just an exercise to reflection. Okay, I will give my answers in the next video, which I don't know when it will happen. And then, but please, before listening to the next video, do it yourself. Get a little notebook, write it down, handwrite it down. So you start to create this self-improvement. As usual, thank you very much for giving me a little bit of your life. I think time is the most valuable currency in the world. So thanks again. See you next time with more reflections, actions, and repetition.